Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm glad you're here with me today because I am going to show you how to do Instagram hashtag research and how to set up a database so it's easy for you to grab these hashtags and post them right into Instagram when you need to. Are you ready to dive in? I know I am, so let's get started. The first steps that you need to do in order to create a great hashtag plan is to actually get organized. And so I like to organize my hashtags in Google Drive, and you're going to see as we go throughout the process why I do this. So the first thing I do is I start a new sheet. So let's go ahead and start a new sheet on Google Drive. And we're just going to call this sheet Instagram hashtags. And we're going to break this down into different topics that we are going to use to organize our hashtags. So the first one is going to be a branded bunch of hashtags. And so in this column here, you're going to put all sorts of hashtags that relate to your brand, that are unique to your brand. So you might use your name. So I might do Lora Shipman. My overall company name is Shipman Media. I have a program that I call Batch and Slay. And so I might keep that as a branded hashtag. So whatever terms, headings, categories, things that you use, maybe it's a product, maybe it's a service that's unique to you and it describes you really well, put them here. Build it out as much as you possibly can. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to break down your hashtags even further, and you're going to break them into topics. So you might have several different topics that you talk about. And so you would just name each column a different topic name for the hashtag group. So for me, I might do a topic that is just about Instagram tips. I might do one about content creation. I might do one for entrepreneurs because that's my target. Female entrepreneurs is another target of mine. So think about your business and break down your hashtags into keywords that you would use to describe your business or that people looking for your business would search for. So really think about what those different topics would be. Then you'll want to go ahead and add a column for local hashtags because chances are you're going to want to do work in your local area. If you are not somebody who works hyper locally, but maybe you're someone like me who can work in any state, it doesn't really matter because I can work virtually, then you might want to target states or cities or areas that you really want to build your business in. So think about what all of those different categories would look like. Okay, so the next step in our process is to actually research all the different categories or topics that we have listed here. And so let's go, I'm going to just refine this a little bit more and call this Instagram tips. So let's go over and start researching different hashtags for the different columns here. So I'm going to toggle over to Instagram and let's just start with Instagram tips first, that column first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search Instagram tips. And we're going to get a bunch of suggestions here. So your first instinct might be to go ahead and copy down all of these different hashtags, but we want to be a little bit more strategic about these different hashtags. We want to make sure we focus on hashtags that are about 500,000 posts or lower. So you'll see here that each hashtag will tell you exactly how many posts are in that hashtag hub. So the main hashtag right here that's bolded, that's actually referred to as a hashtag hub because it holds a bunch of posts relating to that hashtag. So if I go through this a little bit, I might actually look at this one here that's called Instagram tips and tricks. I like that it's under 500,000. Instagram tips for business. I really like that because it addresses who I'm trying to reach out to and get in front of, and they only have 57,000 posts. Instagram tips daily, that one also interests me because it's not such a popular hashtag and I can really stand out in that hashtag and gain some recognition. And that's what we're trying to do. That's why I say you want to stay away from the popular hashtags because you're only going to be a grain of sand in all of those posts in the popular hashtags. And what happens is those popular hashtags, they update so frequently, your post is going to get lost really fast and you'll never have the opportunity to stand out. So let's just pick Instagram tips daily. this is one I think I want to dominate and for people to get to know me in. So I'm going to click on that one, and it's going to take me over to the hashtag, and it'll show me the top posts first, and then it'll show me the most recent. I don't really like paying attention to the top posts so much because these are kind of skewed and may not tell me the real story about the hashtag. If I go into the most recent posts, I can take a look and see what kind of accounts are posting here and what type of content is also being posted here. And is it something that I want my brand aligned with? Because sometimes you can dive into some of these hashtags and they may look a little sketchy, and you may not want to be known in that sketchy realm. So to me, this looks really good because people are talking about some of the same topics that I would talk about. Things look pretty relevant to me. This one over here looks a little questionable. So let me click on that and see what it's about. And okay, so somebody's just talking about some things about what was going on with them while in quarantine. So it looked a little bit suspicious at first, but I think it's okay. So that's how I would go about finding out if some of these hashtags are relevant or not to my business, and if I think I can stand out in these hashtags. And I think I can. I think this would be a good one to add to my hashtag database. So we will toggle over to my database and we'll add this one in there, and it's going to be called Instagram Tips Daily. I'm going to put the hashtag in there, and I'm going to put Instagram Tips Daily. Okay, but I'm not done with that hashtag. Let's go back over to that hashtag and let's take a look at which ones are really performing in the hashtag hub here. So this one here has 63 likes. This one's got 64 and 2 comments. This one's got 6 comments, 19 and 3. So I'm going to find one that I think resonates with me and my brand, and also that maybe has some good engagement going on. Okay, so let's see if I can find a post that looks good to me. And I like this one here because it speaks to female entrepreneurs or business people. She's got some good engagement here, 83 likes and 64 comments. And so maybe the people who are resonating with this post would also resonate with mine. So I'm going to click on that and let's check this out. Okay, so isn't this interesting? This is actually a guy who posted that. So he is looking for the same type of person I am. I find that very unique. I was assuming this was going to be a female, but it's not. That's okay. It's no worries. So we're going to go through, we're going to make sure that this post kind of aligns with who we are, and we don't mind if our brand is aligned with this hashtag because this person is, posting some quality information, and they are. And now I want to look at their hashtags. This is where I'm going to data mine new hashtag ideas for my business. So this person's looking for target audience, Insta growth, social media tools, Instagram strategy. Oh my gosh, I think I've hit the jackpot of Instagram hashtags or social media hashtags for my business. So let's say I want to teach people how to do Instagram growth. That's one of the things that I do. This hashtag looks really interesting to me. I'm going to click on it. And when I click on it, it's going to take me to the hub for this hashtag. And again, I'm going to go through this same sort of quality control check and see what kind of posts are here. I'm not going to look at the top posts. I'm going to look at the most recent posts because this will tell the real story of the hashtag hub, and make sure that some of this stuff resonates with who I am. So some of these things I don't necessarily believe in. I don't believe in faking it till you make it. I believe in being transparent in who you are. So that one's kind of questionable. I didn't really like multiple posts of the same thing over and over again. That's a little bit spammy. So these are a couple of little red flags that may cause me not to take this one hashtag so seriously. Again, we're getting that spam in here. I just really don't like that. Some of this stuff is good. And it looks like the same creators posting a lot of this stuff. So I may just bail on this one. This was like a really good one to show you because I don't think this is one that I would actually add to my Instagram. So let's go back and see what else this person has for Instagram. So let's try social media tools because I teach about social media tools. So this might be a good one. Again, this is the top post. Again, I'm not really going to pay attention to the top post, but already immediately, just based on the top posts, I kind of like how clean and authentic this is. But let's go into the most recents and see what's here. Also, the other thing I want to take a look at is the size of this hashtag. And this one's only 159,000. So it's under our benchmark of 500,000 posts, which is really helpful. So that means I may gain some exposure in here. So let's take a look and see what we have. It looks like there's good content in here. It looks like people are not spamming. It looks like they are true to what they're trying to do here on Instagram. So I really like that. So this one is one that I will probably add to my database. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight it, hit copy, and I did a control or command C on the Mac. I don't know what it is for Windows. I apologize. And then I'm going to do a command V over here. And even though it's big and ugly right now, that's okay because in the end, what I can do is I can click on this magic square over here on the left, highlight everything, and then just pick a font and a size, and it'll size everything perfectly at the end. So don't get worried about how crazy this is going to look font-wise. You can make it look pretty later, but the point is you just want to go really quickly and fast. So I could do a couple of different things. I can stay in this hashtag hub called social media tools and do some more data mining on some other posts, or I can go back to the original hashtag hub we are on. But I think I want to stay here for a minute and see if I can find any other hashtags that I think might be a good fit for my brand. Okay, let's use hers because she's got 20 comments and she's got, some good likes in there. So we'll click on that. And again, remember, we are not in the popular hashtags, and that's okay. And that's why these numbers are going to look a little bit smaller than the more popular accounts that you see on Instagram for your niche. But that's okay, because what we're doing is we're doing research here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scroll down and see what kind of hashtag she's using. So Instagram tips, social media tools, that's the one that we came to. Social media for business. Let's see if we can find some really good ones here. Women in business, that's a target market of mine. So I'm going to click on that one. And it's going to take me over to the women in business hashtag. Again, we want to look at the size. Wow, that's an 11 million post hub. I don't want to be there. I'm going to fall through the cracks there. So I think I want to go back and pick one that's not as popular. So that's why it's really important to do your research, because we found 2 that weren't going to work for us. One that had some sketchy material in it, and 2, the one that we just recently went to that has, it's just too popular. We would never make a dent in the post there. Let's try content strategy because I teach on that. And we get over there. This is a nice one. We're at 386,000 posts. And let's see if this first one looks really good. It's got 483 likes and then 91 comments. So let's tap on that and see again what they're talking about, making sure it's something of value, and it looks like it is. And here are all the hashtags he's using. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to X out of here. I'm going to say content strategy is a really good one for my business. So I'm going to copy that one, bring it over to my spreadsheet, and then I have a section for content creation. I think that will live nicely in there. And then we'll go back over here. And we can do one of 2 things. We can either continue looking at the hashtags that he's got, or we can see if there's anybody else who is really performing really well in this area to help us. Here's another one. We've got 1,200 likes and 112 comments. So let's find out what's going on over here. We're going to check out what the content is all about, and then we're looking for hashtags. So let's see where he put his hashtags. He put them in a comment, in the middle of everybody else's comments. So sometimes you have to dig and you've got to look. So here we're going to look again at what kind of, get some ideas for some hashtags that maybe we are missing out on. Instagram design, that kind of sounds interesting. So I'm going to click on that. and see again, it's only 69,000. So I could really dominate in this hashtag. And so you see where I'm going with this. You can spend a lot of time going through the research, and I recommend you research a minimum of 10 hashtags a week. You want to build your hashtag database up pretty big, because what you want to do is make sure that you have a bunch of hashtags to rotate through. So I will talk about why you need to rotate through your hashtags in a future video. But for this video, what I wanted to teach you was basically how to research your hashtags and how to organize them so that it's easy for you to grab your hashtags and go when you're ready to post on social media. Okay, so we are actually in my hashtag database, and you'll see I have a bunch of hashtags there. I've got a minimum of 12 branded hashtags that I use on a regular basis. And then I've got like a count column over here so that I know how many hashtags I'm using at a time, because Instagram will only allow you to use 30 hashtags per post. So what I might do, and this is how easy it is for me to get hashtags. Let's say I wrote a post strictly geared towards the entrepreneur. What I'll do is, I'm just doing this for ease, but what I'll do is I'll highlight all of the hashtags up to 30, let's say, on my phone. I'll tap on the hashtags, I'll hit the copy button, and then if I wanted to, I could go over to Instagram and go to my post, and if I've already put hashtags in there, but I could just easily paste them right in there, and that's how quickly I can add hashtags to any post that I'm working on. That's why I love doing it in Google, because it's on my phone, or I could also post on my desktop now that Instagram allows us to do that, but primarily I'm on my phone. And so whether it's toggling back and forth between tabs on my laptop or toggling between the Google Drive app on my phone and Instagram, it's super simple for me to paste in hashtags on the fly. Okay, well, I hope you really enjoyed our video and that you have a new appreciation for hashtags, how to organize them, but most of all, how to data mine some really good ones that can help you grow your account. Well, I saw some hashtags that I really need to put in my database as we were going through this training today, so I'm just going to kind of bounce and go and do that. Come back soon, because the next time we get together, I am going to share with you how to fix the most common hashtag mistakes that are out there. All right, I'll see you next time.